Another basic use of the GCX Editor is basic object movement. This is nothing very complicated. It's a quite simple thing, but can be you can do a lot of interesting things with it. So the basic object movement is essentially just changing the X, Y, and or Z positions of any object that is created via GCX and moving its location. So I will show that off now by leaving the level that I'm looking to edit, going into the GCX editor, opening up the level that I am looking to edit, and this actually took me a few tries because I tried to be a little fancy with it and encountered some collision issues, but I'll let that play later, and for now just focus on the correct path. So there's two things I want to swap here. I want to swap the spawn ration that happens on the left side of this level and the M9 ammo on the right side of this level. So here I'm showing off the spawn ration invocation, the ID, X, Y, Z, and R values for the spawn ration. And now I will scroll down to the spawn M9 ammo. That's the function, and here's the invocation called elsewhere. And I'll now select the whole invocation. And here, again, it's the same format. We have a ID, X value, Y value, Z value, R value, and the procedure that's being invoked. So I am now going to swap the X and Z values for these two spawns. So first I'm going to put the X and Z values for the ration in the M9 spawn, and then go over to the ration spawn and give it the X and Z values that the M9 spawn normally has. Now I will go and export, and once this finishes exporting, since I have the option enabled to automatically replace the file that I've opened, I can now exit the level and re-enter the level to reload the GCX, and now I'm loading my edited file. And so now when I run back behind the bar, the ration is now behind the bar, and the M9 ammo is now behind the seating area where the ration was before. So like I said, this did take me a couple tries because I tried to be a little bit fancy instead of going with a simple movement swap. At first I tried doing this by just moving the M9 ammo a little bit and moving it a little bit closer to the ration. And in doing so, you run the risk of creating an object collision. Sometimes that will be fine. Other times you'll have this, where the object has been placed somewhere that is invalid for it to spawn. I don't quite understand personally the rhyme or reason yet, but essentially one of these seats or tables is colliding with where I told the M9 ammo to spawn. I could open Cheat Engine to see exactly where it is, but that's kind of outside the scope of what I was trying to do for this tutorial video. And the only reason I'm holding on to this now is to kind of, if you mess around with this is something you might encounter, and it would be useful to kind of see what to expect and know that this isn't something that you're necessarily doing wrong. This is a limitation, or maybe even if you view it this way, a feature of GCX. So I take a couple stabs at just changing the X value here, trying to find a spot where the X value will not collide with another chair or table, and continuing to just reload this zone a couple times. Eventually I get fed up and you see what I showed you earlier, which is me just swapping the ration and the M9 ammo entirely. So I will let the rest of this little video play out. Thank you for taking a look. I hope you can have some fun moving stuff around, and happy editing.